Hello friends, I am Ranjan. Again welcome to my YouTube channel Gamer Techno. Friends, in the last video we had seen how to write the IUPAC name of coordination compounds. Today we will see how to derive the rate constant for zero order reaction. Friends, for the derivation of a zero order reaction, first we have to know two terms. The first term is what is order of a reaction. What is order of a reaction? Second is what is zero order reaction. What is zero order reaction? So friends, let's see here. Order of reaction is the sum of the power of the molar concentration of the reactants in the rate equation. So friends, here it says order of reaction is the sum of the power of the molar concentration of the reactants in the rate equation. So friends, you have to see in any chemical reaction there is some change in concentration of a reactant species. So the number of molecules. So the number of molecules. So the number of molecules whose concentration changed due to chemical reaction in the rate determining step of reaction is called as order of reaction. Order of reaction. So let's see, if a chemical reaction is represented by Ma plus Nb produces a product, then the rate of reaction R is proportional to, R is proportional to concentration of A to the power n into concentration of B to the power n. So therefore the order of reaction is equal to their sum of their powers. M plus n is equal to order of reaction. So friends, let's see. So here you have to see zero order reaction. So friends, see what is zero order reaction. So let's see, if sum of the powers of the molar concentration of the reactants in the rate equation of a chemical reaction is 0, then it is called as a zero order reaction. If the powers m plus n is equal to 0, then it is called as a zero order reaction. So let's see again, if the sum of the powers of the molar concentration of the reactants in the rate equation of a chemical reaction is 0, is equal to m plus n, their powers is 0, then it is called as a zero order reaction. So when H2 plus Cl2 combines at room temperature produces a product HCl. So R proportional to concentration of H to the power 0 into concentration of Cl to the power 0, or order of reaction is equal to their powers. 0 plus 0 is equal to 0. 0 plus 0 is equal to 0. Order of reaction is equal to 0. So friends, here you will see when H2 and Cl2 combines to form HCl over the surface of water under constant pressure is a zero order reaction. So because in this type of reaction the concentration of the reactants does not change during the course of a reaction. So friends, let's see again, when H2 combines with Cl2, to form HCl as product. When H2 and Cl2 combines to form HCl as product over the surface of water under the constant pressure is a zero order reaction, because in this type of reaction the concentration of reactants does not change during the course of a reaction. In the time of reaction there is no change. So let's see. So friends, here the order of reaction is 0. Now we will see the derivation of rate constant for zero order reaction. So let's consider a hypothetical zero order reaction. Hypothetical or theoretical? Theoretical zero order reaction. Here zero order reaction A produces B. So friends, let's see here. If the initial concentration of the reactant is a moles per liter, then the rate of formation of product is 0. So friends, initially when time is equal to 0, the concentration of the reactant is a moles per liter. Then the rate of formation of product is 0. So after a time interval t, the concentration of a reactant decreases by x moles per liter. So after a time interval t, the concentration of reactant decreases by a minus x or x moles per liter. Then the rate of formation of product is x or rate of reaction is x. So friends, let's see the rate of reaction. So the rate of reaction R is equal to dx by dt. So but the concentration of the reactant remains a minus x moles per liter. But concentration of the reactant remains a minus x moles per liter. So the rate of reaction R is proportional to a minus x to the power 0 as a zero order reaction. So therefore dx by dt is equal to k0 a minus x to the power 0. So friends, here k0 is known as rate constant for zero order reaction. So let's see, or dx by dt is equal to k0 or dx is equal to k0 into dt. So integrating both sides, we will get x is equal to k0t plus c. So friends, let's integrate this. So friends, here dx by dt is equal to k0 a minus x to the power 0. Friends, its value will be 1. Any value which power 0 is equal to 1. So dx by dt is equal to k0 into 1, or dx is equal to k0 into dt. So let's integrate both sides. By integrating, we will get x is equal to k0 into t plus constant c. So let's see, we will get x is equal to k0 into t plus c. So friends, initially when t is equal to 0, then x is equal to 0. So putting the value of t and x in equation 1, we'll get c is equal to 0. So let's put x is equal to k0t plus c, or here t is equal to 0, x is equal to 0, x is equal to 0 is equal to k0 into value of t is 0 plus c, or c is equal to 0. So friends, here let's put the value of c0 in equation 1. So by putting this, we will get x is equal to k0 into t plus c, or x is equal to k0 into t plus the value of c is 0, or k0 is equal to x by t. So friends, here rate constant for zero order reaction is derived. Rate constant for zero order reaction is derives k0 is equal to x by t. Or now we'll see unit of the rate constant for zero order reaction is moles per liter into second, or moles moles into second inverse into liter inverse. So now we'll see half-life period of zero order reaction. So friends, let's see. If concentration of the reactant is a moles per liter, after passing one half-life period, it becomes a by 2. It becomes a by 2. Or now, so x is equal to a by 2. X is equal to a by 2, and time t is equal to t half of t. It's half. So but we know from the equation 1 here, from this we know that x is equal to k0 into t. So friends, here the value of x is equal to a by 2 is equal to k0 into the value of t is equal to t half. So let's see, or t half is equal to a by 2 k0. So friends, here it is determined half-life period t half is equal to a by 2 k0. So friends, I hope it will be helpful for you. So friends, in the next video we will see derivation of a first order reaction. So friends, bye bye.